What's good, everybody? I got another video for y'all today. Before I get into it, I do want to bring up my Patreon. I have 6 Patreons on there right now. They're getting all the exclusive videos / exclusive content. So if you don't want to miss out on that, go click the link in the description and go check out the Patreon. But do it after this video. Either do it after this video or pause this video and then do it. Real quick, now we're going to get into this video. We're talking about 3 things, not 3 things. At first, it was 3 things, but I upped it to 6. We're talking about 6 things that you need to stop doing if you're depressed. Now, this is something that I can really touch on and really speak on, so we're going to get into it. A lot of things that you're doing, you have been doing them for so long that you don't even know where to start. You can't pinpoint where the problems are coming from. So this is what this video is going to do for you. I'm telling you right now, 100%, I'm 100% positive and 100% sure that after this video, you are not going to be depressed anymore, because all depression is a feeling. You can choose to be happy, you can choose to be sad, you can choose to be angry, and you can choose to be depressed. But all it is how long do you want to be these feelings? It's all about your mindset, and we're going to jump into the first thing. The first thing is you need to change the negative talk. And the reason why you have this negative talk and these negative thoughts in your head is because you adopted that mindset from somebody. Wherever it was, your parents, your coaches, wherever you adopted this mindset, we're always constantly negative. You're talking to yourself in a negative way. You need to pinpoint where that came from so you can reprogram your mind. For me, it was my mother. It was my mother, and I constantly felt low of myself because of the things that she was telling me on a day-to-day basis. But what you have to do is you have to reprogram your mind into becoming a positive person and become, and adopting a positive mentality, because without that, you're not going to go far in this thing we call life. So that is the first thing you need to do. Reprogram your mind. And every day, man, start examples that you can use. Start saying that I can do this. Start saying that you're proud of yourself. You need to start talking to yourself in a positive way. And one thing that really opened my eyes, I'll never forget this. I was talking to one of my coaches, Coach Robinson. I still remember his name. I think it's something like that. But he was tutoring me or something. He was helping me after school, and he was helping me with a problem. And I said, I'm a little stupid or something like that. And he told me to watch how I talk. Watch how I talk about myself. You should think highly of yourself. And I want you guys to remember this before I go into the next point. Your thoughts become reality. So whatever is going on in your head, that is what's going to be your reality. So we're going to get into the second point. Stop treating your body like shit. And most of these things on this list, y'all know that is wrong and y'all know what to do. Y'all just need to go do it. So you need to stop treating your body like shit. What does that look like? You eating shit on a day-to-day basis. You eating hot Cheetos every single day. I want you to say that out loud and think to yourself, does this even make sense? If you don't know what to eat, if you don't know what diet to get on, if you're having trouble with anything fitness related, hit me up. Hit me up on Instagram and I will help you out. But there's no excuses. There is no excuses that you keep feeding your body this poison. And I'm not telling you have to be so strict with it. You can ease in some little snacks in there, ease in like some cakes or something, but stop eating this bullshit every single day. That is why you're feeling like shit. Because when I eat some fast food, it's just, and I think I'm getting full, when in reality, you're not getting full. You're just eating that food, and then later you're going to get right back hungry again. I want y'all to know this. Whenever I eat like some fast food and I think I'm getting full, it's actually me feeling like shit. and I don't feel good about myself, and I look in the mirror, sometimes when you feeling, I want y'all to do this. When you're feeling like shit, when you're feeling like garbage, look yourself in the mirror and say, what am I doing wrong? And if you know what you're doing wrong, you need to say, why am I still doing this? Because why are you still putting pain and hurting yourself on a day-to-day basis? Like I said, y'all know what y'all need to do, and y'all know what it is. You just need to go out and do it. And the analogy I want to put in here for y'all is this. When you have a Lamborghini, when you have a nice car, or we'll just say anything, when you have something nice, you take care of it. When you have a house, when you have a car, when you have some shoes, you take care of it. So you need to take care of your body too. That goes on to the diet side. The physical part is this. You need to get your ass in the gym, especially as a man. I don't know how many females watch my channel, but my channel is directly towards men. You need to get your ass in the gym. There's no buts, there's no if, there's no maybes. If you don't know where to start, like I said, hit me up on Instagram. I'm going to help you. This is what I'm here for. This is what I was put on this earth for, to help y'all. But there's no excuses, like I said on the last point. You need to get in the gym, because in reality, you cannot even look yourself in the mirror. I want you to take your shirt off, go in the mirror, and look at yourself. Just look at yourself and ask yourself, are you okay with what's staring back at you? And if the answer is no, get in the gym and start doing some work. Figure out where you want to be and figure out what your fitness goals is and start knocking them out every single day. How do I stay motivated in the gym? And it kind of baffles me that people ask this question, because just say that shit again. Just say it out loud. How do I stay motivated in the gym? What the fuck do you want? Why are you going to the gym? How do I stay motivated? You want the body, so you keep going to the gym to get the body. Like I said, it is not that hard. Y'all just make it harder because you don't want to do it. You keep making excuses because you don't want to do it. That's all it is. You know you need to go to the gym, but you say, oh, I don't know what to do. Oh, I don't want people staring at me, because you're too afraid to put the work in. And this is not me trying to make fun of anybody. Like I said, I'm here to help y'all. If y'all need help, y'all know what to do. Now, that's the second point. Third point is this. Stop being lazy. As men, we were put on this earth to create. And when you're going against what you, and it's a lot of people, and this is getting a little too off topic, but it's a lot of people going against their nature and what they're biologically supposed to do. I want y'all to just let that sink in and just think about what I'm talking about. But when you are not doing what you're supposed to do, things, your body is telling you things. Your body is telling you that you don't need to be doing this and you need to get up. So that's why you're getting this feeling of depression when you're not doing things, because you were designed to do things. And it gets so bad that when you're not doing things, you get bored. And when you get bored, you find these distractions that are not healthy for you. Eating a whole bunch of junk food just because, watching TV, just wasting time with all of these distractions because you are not on the main purpose that you were put on this earth to do. So with that being said, stop being lazy, do what you were designed to do. And this one is pretty, I don't really have too much on my notes. Yeah, this one is pretty straightforward. You need to get up, you need to start making things happen for yourself. And the way I get confidence and the way I feel good about myself is putting in hard work. When I'm not putting in hard work, when I'm not working, I do not feel right. So that's why I have to constantly be working on something. That's why I have to constantly work hard at things, because when I do, I get a good ass feeling when I work hard and bust my ass, and you just get that feeling of accomplishment. You need that feeling as a man, and you need to go out here and get trophies. It might sound bad, but you need to go out here and get trophies so you remember all the hard work and you feel good about yourself. So that is the third point. Stop being lazy. Number four, and guys, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Let me get a little water break. I could have made 20 things. I could have made 20 damn lists about depression, but I just kept it short and sweet. But the fourth thing is this: you need to stop isolating yourself. And another thing I want to throw in here: I done all of these things, so don't think this is just me BSing. Don't think this is just me telling you things that I don't do. I done everything on this list, so I know, and this is how I created this list. I didn't have to Google none of this shit. Isolating yourself is not healthy, and you need to get out here and socialize to people. Now, I will say this: sometimes you need to isolate yourself. For example, when I was messing around with my ex, and after that time period, after that breakup, I need to find who the fuck I was because I didn't know who I was. So that is the time period. Only when you're trying to figure out who you are, what you need to do in life, that's when you need to isolate yourself. But stop isolating yourself because you're antisocial. Since when has it become fucking cool to be antisocial? How are you gonna get some money in your pocket? If you don't talk to people, you don't build connections. You need to go out here and talk to people. Because when you having a good conversation with somebody and it's positive energy, it brings it back to your life. So you might be laughing, you might be giggling, and that's where the depression eliminates from your life. When you go out and you stop being a weirdo, because that's what it is. Being antisocial is not cool. You're being a weirdo. This is not, I don't sugarcoat nothing on this channel. This is real life shit. You're being a weirdo. You need to go out and talk to people. Now, I want to say this. When you're by yourself, you're in this little bubble. You're in your own world. When you go out and you say you need to go to work, you need to go somewhere, you're going to be acting like an alien because you were in your own world for so long. And I'm telling you this because it happened to me. You're not going to know how to talk to people. You're going to be stuttering. Your heart's going to be beating fast. And as a man, as a high value man, if you want to make shit happen in this world, you need to learn how to talk to people. If you don't learn how to talk to people, you will not be nothing. You will be forgotten about. And it's common sense. So keep that in mind. You talking to people is normal. You talking to strangers, it's a lot of young people watching my channel. If you're talking to strangers and you're over the age of 18, I gotta say that because I don't want no young kids taking this shit too literal. But talking to strangers is not bad. Talk to strangers and stop being scared. How was your day? Well, what's going on? I like those shoes. And sometimes it's not always gonna go your way because I remember I was on a bus and I'm just chopping it up with this dude and he had negative energy. Sometimes people are gonna have negative energy, but you're still working on your social skills because you can read people like that. When you talk to somebody and they have negative energy, now you know what it's like when people don't want to fucking talk to you. And it's not a bad thing. It's just maybe something was going on in their life and they don't want to talk to you. But social skills is important because I know y'all all have listened to that one person just running their mouth like I'm doing now. I would not be doing this if I was talking to somebody. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I need to work on that. But I'm doing this because I'm talking to y'all a video. If y'all was sitting here right now in person, I would say a couple of things and let y'all talk. So keep that in mind. You need to socialize and you need to work on your skills. But I don't want to get too off topic. That is why you're depressed, because you're isolating yourself in this little ass hole. So that was the fourth thing. All right, the fifth one is this. This is going to be a good one. You're too caught up in this artificial ass world. Now, I don't even have to really explain what that means. You're always on social media like a bitch. Only females do that. They're scrolling on Instagram, looking at everybody else, seeing everybody else's life. If you're doing that, you have no time to work on your own life. So stop being so wrapped up in everybody else's social life. And to be honest, it's all fake. I can literally post a picture. I can rent a car right now. Post a picture in that car and everybody's going to think it's my car. Do you think other people are not doing that? So why are you on social media comparing yourself to everybody else? Comparing your relationship to everybody else when in reality, and I know a lot of people doing this shit, it's a lot of people on social media faking their relationships. And you comparing yourself, your relationship, to these other people's relationships. Why? Does that even make sense? And now you all sad. Or you might be single. You might be single and you're like, oh, I want the relationship they have. Now, like I said, females do this the most, but most men might do this too. You might see a good ass relationship, quote unquote good, and they don't even want to be in that relationship. They just posting it just to post it, just for some attention. So keep that in mind. Stop living in this artificial ass world. And one thing I want to add to this section or tip or whatever you want to call it is this. It is when you focus on yourself and you just see a straight line, that is when things are gonna start going up in your life. Because if I'm driving a car and I keep driving a car and I'm racing somebody, and I keep looking at them to see how far they are, to see where they at, I'm gonna crash my car. But if I just, you know, press on the y'all know how to race. Yo, if I just press on the damn gas and I just keep going forward and I'm not looking at nobody, I'm not looking right or left, I'm gonna win the race because I'm worried about winning the race. So the analogy is this: you need to focus on yourself and you need to be focused on winning the race. Sixth thing is this, and this is one of the laws. Like I said, I promise y'all, I'm gonna start doing content on the 48 laws of power. You need to avoid the unlucky and the unhappy. Now, when I was living with my mother, I had to get out of that situation. I had to get out of that situation because it was all negative energy. So, and I didn't realize this until I got older. And when you get older in life, you're gonna realize that a lot of things that your parents were doing, because they're never the bad guy, right? You're gonna notice that a lot of things that your parents were doing was fucked up. And a lot of things that my mother was doing, I never want to talk bad about the woman, but she did a lot of messed up things. And when you're in a household, a damaged home, people are gonna see that, and you're gonna spread that negative energy to everybody else. I was flipping out at football practice. I was doing wild ass shit because of that negative energy. So now I'm all about positive energy. I don't fool with it. And the thing that I like is I've been dealing with people, negative people, like my mom for my whole entire life. So when I encounter other people just like her, because it's going to happen and it's happened on multiple occasions already, I know how to handle that situation. I'm not yelling. I'm not bringing negative energy back out. So this is the point of this topic is you need to stay away from unpositive people and low vibration people, because all it's going to do is bring you down. Now, I'm not saying that you're not going to encounter these people, but if these people are in your circle, cut them off. There's no ifs, there's no maybes, there's no buts. You need to cut them off. My situation was this. I was 16 years old when my mama started, doing whatever she was doing. I didn't have a choice. I couldn't move out. So I started formulating a plan to get the fuck up out of there because I see how badly it was damaging my life. So if anybody else is in that situation, just know when you turn 18, you have to do everything on your own. And to me, that was worth way more, or that was more valuable than sitting in that house and dealing with that woman's BS. I couldn't do it. So I knew if I didn't want to deal with her BS, I had to move out. So that was the last. This was 6 things that you need to stop doing if you're depressed. That was the last thing. Like I said, make sure y'all check out my Patreon. I told y'all all the videos. It was a little long. I might clip that out. I might cut that out and just tell y'all the videos at the end. But the videos is this. I'm gonna tell y'all again. So the first one is how to make her listen. If you're in a relationship and your woman is not listening to you, I done did a whole video on my Patreon with my girlfriend showing y'all how to make your woman listen. So check that out. Another one is this: if you're scared to escalate during Pound Town, these are real life problems that real men are going through. Check it out on Patreon. Link will be in the description. Those are the first two already bangers. So you know there's other bangers on there. So check it out. Link will be in the description. Also, I didn't mention, man, follow me on all socials. All I post. If you like this content, I post the same content. It's no BS on my other pages, on my Instagram, on my TikTok, on my Twitter. I post all motivational things. So you're going to get something out of it when you follow all of those accounts. So make sure y'all do that, man. Make sure y'all have a blessed day and make sure y'all do something with this information. If you have to, send it to somebody else. And if you have to, go back and get your notebook out, and we out.